This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.
Hello, I'm Allison Rodriguez with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. I want to tell you about a few traffic alerts. First, a heads up for anybody who is heading to the airport today. Lane restrictions are in place on the west end of the airport between I-10 and the west cell phone lot. And also the 29th Street access to Sky Harbor Boulevard will be closed. To avoid this, you should enter and exit the airport on the east end, or you can use the Phoenix SkyTrain to get to the terminal. And in the northwest part of the valley, the city of Surprise will be fully closing the intersection of Waddell Road and Bullard Avenue. This is so crews can clean up the damage left behind by a punctured water pipe. That work could take up to 9 days. Fire restrictions could soon become more strict in the high country. The Coconino National Forest is proposing changes to its policy. The new restrictions would limit camping, fires, and motorized vehicles around the San Francisco Peaks, Walnut Canyon, and Pump House Wash areas. Those would go into effect once Stage 2 fire restrictions are implemented. The Tempe City Council approving new short-term rental property regulations. Homeowners will now have to have a license notifying neighbors they're using their house as a short-term rental. And owners will also have to do sex offender background checks on tenants. These new rules start March 6th. Tempe is one of several Valley cities either considering or have already adopted new licensing regulations for short-term rentals. A new report is showing the financial toll of severe weather events in the United States. NOAA saying 18 extreme weather events cost a total of $165 billion last year. The most expensive event was Hurricane Ian. That caused an estimated $113 billion in damage. So most of that money, $22 billion coming from droughts in the West and Midwest. And the total for last year does not include the winter storm from 3 weeks ago. New technology making homes safer. A 3D printing company is creating homes that are more resistant to wildfires. Emergent 3D has started printing cement fire-resistant homes. The technology can print a house in about 30 hours with a fraction of the supplies and workforce needed to build a traditional home. The company is hoping that can help the housing market meet demand and lower prices.
I see this technology as touching every one of the pain points in the housing industry. However, it's not going to solve it. We are a component. We are just a component. I think there is a place for pallet shelters. I think there is a place for all different types of solutions. We are just one part.
Right now, the technology is being used in Redding to help replace homes destroyed by the Carr Fire in 2018. One Arizona teen has her eyes set on the Olympics as she makes moves on the wrestling mat.
And our 160-pound champion, Audrey Jimenez from Tucson.
Yeah, Audrey Jimenez is a junior in Tucson and just went undefeated in the 106-pound weight class at the Peoria Tournament of Champions. She is not only the first woman to win that class, but a woman to win any class at the event. Her opponents, all boys, but that's not all. 17-year-old is ranked first in the nation for high school girls. She's a two-time state champion and has bigger goals, the 2024 Olympics.
It's great seeing how much the wrestling community has grown to accept me as a wrestler, I feel like, and just women in general. Going into a male-dominated sport, it's not, at first it was like, what the heck?
So next month, she's going to attempt to get a third state championship.
Happy Wednesday. Time now for that most accurate forecast. Now today, a cooler day behind a cold front that came through overnight. We're drying things out and then high pressure builds in, and that's going to mean a warm up ahead of more storms that come our way this weekend. Temperatures will climb though back into the 70s tomorrow, and we're going to go as high as 74 degrees on Friday. But then temperatures start to fall again Saturday, and they're right back down into the low 60s by Sunday as we see rain chances go up across the valley with more snow up north too. Today though, drying out across the state, a high of 40 in Flagstaff, 50 in Payson, and 64 out at Lake Havasu. Our next storm starts moving in Saturday night, but moves in really on Sunday with morning rain showers looking likely in the valley and snow above 5,000 feet. Now, snow accumulations could add up, not just on Sunday, but into early next week as we're seeing at least a 3-day stretch of rain chances here in the valley and at least a 3-day stretch of snow up north, with the bulk of it starting Sunday and continuing through at least Tuesday.
Another update tonight, but until then, you can get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading that free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 News Update is sponsored by Sanderson Ford, America's best-selling Ford dealership.